Okay, let's go. And I guess everyone understood these things. So now let me clear the screen as of now. Okay. Now we have to understand what are the parameters and what is the argument. Okay. Now I will go step by step. I will say def, and here I am saying the function name is fun, and after there I am saying column, right? And here I am saying print my name, right? That's it. Okay, so after here if I will run it, what will be the output? No output you will get here, right? No output you are getting here. Why? Because we have defined the function, we are not calling it. So if you want these lines to be executed, we have to call it. Let's say I will say fun, and let me run it now, and you are getting the output as my name. Getting this point? Now, suppose if I will keep here 1a, if I am keeping here, now if I will run it, if I will run it, now here you are getting the error as fun, that's your this function, missing one required positional argument a. It is saying that whenever this is saying that in layman's language, whatever I will discuss here is not for the professionals or the advanced people who know Python. It is those who are doing the Python first time and do not know any programming language. I will talk about in the layman's language only. I will not use the technical terms here. Okay, so here I am keeping the a, and it is saying missing one required positional argument a. That means it is saying you have to give me the a. So if I will tell you in a layman's language, suppose this is person Alex, right? Person Alex is saying whenever you will call me, whenever you will say my name, you have to give me toffee, right? What Alex is saying, whenever you will call me, you have to give me toffee. You have to give me toffee. That's what Alex is saying. Suppose if I will give here one, suppose if I will give here one, that means let's say this one is a toffee. One toffee I am giving to the Alex, as Alex is saying, whenever you will call me, you have to give me the toffee, right? I am giving the toffee to Alex. Now let's see if it is running or not. Okay, now you will check the output. Okay, it is getting my name. Now suppose if I am saying comma B. I said A, comma B, and here, as I told you in the previous question, I'm saying Alex is saying that whenever you will call me, you have to give me toffee. And let's say B, he is saying you have to give me toffee and sandwich. Alex is saying whenever you will call me, you have to give me toffee and sandwich. Here, I am just giving the toffee, right? Let me run it. Now check the output. It is saying missing one required positional argument B, right? Means it is expecting the two arguments here. Expecting the two arguments here. Alex is saying, I will do your work only if you will give me the toffee and coffee. Toffee and sandwich. But I am giving only toffee. I am not giving the sandwich. Let me give the sandwich. Let's say I am giving him the two sandwiches, right? At the time it will not throw an error. It will not throw an error. Now what is this thing and what is this thing? This thing, when you are defining a function over there, if you are keeping something here, it is called as parameters. It is called as parameters. What it is called? Parameters. When you are calling at the time, if you are passing something, if you are passing something to this function, this is called the argument passing. What is called argument passing? Means these are the parameters and this is the argument. Getting this point? Okay. Now if I will keep here, suppose if I am keeping here b equal to, let's say I will say sandwich. Let's say S is the sandwich, right? I'm saying A is nothing, B is equal to S. Now if I will run it, if I will run it, okay, you guys know it will not throw any error. Okay, it's not throwing any error. What agreement? Agreement, what is the agreement? When previously I kept here this, when I kept here something like this, A comma B, and I was giving here one only, at that time it was throwing an error. It was saying missing one required positional element B, right? Now if I'm doing something like this, I'm saying equal to, s, that is the sandwich. And here I'm not doing any change here, I'm just running it. I'm just running it, and at that time you will not get any kind of a error here. Getting this thing, you are not getting any kind of a error here, right? Correct. Now what is the agreement here? This Alex guy is saying, whenever you call me, you have to give me the toffee. You have to give me the toffee. I am having the sandwich. मेरे पास खुद का सैंडविच है, बट जब मुझे तू कॉल करेगा तब आपको मुझे टॉफी तो देनी ही पड़ेगी, चाहे आप सैंडविच दो या ना दो, मेरे पास अपना सैंडविच है, राइट? बट इफ आई विल नॉट गिव हियर एनीथिंग, इफ आई विल नॉट गिव हियर एनीथिंग एंड आई एम रनिंग it, then it is throwing an error. That will throw an error. Required one position environment. That's A. You are not giving me the A, right? What if I will do something like this? I am saying two toffees I am giving, and I am giving him the sandwiches. Let's say three sandwiches. I am giving here three, right? If I will run it, it's not throwing any kind of error here, right? Let me show you one more thing. Suppose I will say here print A, and I will say print B, right? Now going back here, I will just pass here 2. I will just pass here 2 and I will keep here B as it is. When I will run it, the output you are getting 2 as my name, because A, that means whatever you are passing here, it is being stored in A, and you are not giving anything here, just A you are giving, only one value. And the Alex is saying I have my sandwich and it is printing the sandwich here, right? When I will give here three sandwiches, I am giving here three sandwiches, right? It is going to the B, right? See what will happen at that time. Now here you are getting the 2 and 3, and you are not taking this value which is the default value of this function fun, right? Getting this point? Okay. At the time, whatever argument you are passing to this parameter B, it is taking this new value that you are passing. It will not take the default value. Getting this point? Getting here? It will take the new value. It will not take the default value here, as you can see here, right? What if I will pass just the 3 here? What will happen at the time? And it you will get the output like 3s my name, right? S will be the default. Now the value of 3 will go to A. Getting this point? Now if I will keep A equal to, and I'm saying here A is equal to 3, right? And this time I am not giving anything here. This time I am not giving anything here, and I am printing the A and B. Let's remove this my name. And when I will run it, it will give you the output as 3 and S. That means it is taking the default values. Means that if this person is Alex, so Alex is saying, whenever you will call me, I am telling you, if you will give me the toffee, then give. If you don't want to give, don't give. If you want to give me the sandwich, give it. If you don't want to give me the sandwich, don't give. I don't bother, right? So that's why here whenever I am calling it, it is not bothering whether you will give me. वो बोलता है अगर तू मुझे देगा तो बहुत अच्छा है, नहीं देगा तो मत दे, right? That's what it is saying. यहाँ पे बोल रहा है, यहाँ पे हम कुछ नहीं दे रहे, right? Getting this point? But if I will say here something like this, I am saying 2, I'm just saying 2 here, and I will run this. At the time, see what will be the output. Now it is saying 2 and S. It is not printing here 3 and S, right? As previously it was printing the 3 and S. Right now it is printing 2 and S. Means same thing. Alex is saying, if you want to give me the toffee, give me. If you don't want to give me the toffee, don't give it, right? Now again I will say here, let's say 5 I am saying. 5 I am saying here, and let me run it. The output you are getting is 2 and 5, right? What if I will send here 3? If What if I will send here 6? One more thing I am sending here. Let's say I will say 6 here. Let me run it. At the time you will get an error. It will say fun takes from 0 to 2 positional arguments, but 3 were given. Means here this function, it will either take the 0 argument whenever you are calling it, because this is the argument, right? It will take the 0 argument, or it will take the 1 argument, or it will take the 2 argument, but you have given me the 3, right? Here you are declaring only 2. That means as many as you are declaring here, those many you can pass here. Getting this point? I guess this is clear now, right? Now, one more thing. If I will copy the same code, let me do the control Z, right? You are getting the error here. And when I am passing just the two elements here, when I'm just passing the two elements here, at the time it's not showing any kind of error, right? And if I will just pass the one element, if I will just pass the one element, I will say fun of 4. At the time it will not give any kind of error, right? 2 and 5, this 2 and 5, 2 and 5 is coming because of this, because this 2 is being stored in A, this 5 is being stored in B, and you are printing the 2 and 5. After that you are saying fun of 4, right? That means this 4 is being saved in A, because you are printing here 4, right? 4 you are printing, that means this A is being replaced with the 4, right? And B you are not passing here, that means it's taking the default value of B here, that's why it is printing here S, right? One more scenario, if you will see, one more scenario, if I will say fun of nothing, I am passing here. At the time it is not, it is just giving you the default value, that is 3 and S. That's what is printing here, 3 and S. Getting this point? Not got the clarity? When you are having the default value here, then you can either pass nothing when you are calling it, you can pass the one value, you can pass the two values, right? But if you will see here, when I am passing here, I will not pass here, I will just pass something else. I will say where, and let me run it, and see the output you are getting is 2 5 where, because just I am passing the one thing here. Then here you are getting the S as it is, S as it is. Let's see, I will change this as well. I will say, so that you can differentiate. Okay, you are getting 2 5 here, because the 2 5 you are sending here, that means this A value is now changed from 3 to 2, this B value is changed from 3 to 5, that's why it is giving you 2 and 5 here. Then you are saying fun of this thing, that means this A value is being changed from 3 to where, and where you are getting here. Then you are saying here fun, you are not passing anything here. At the time you are getting the default value 3, that is the 3 here, and default value C, that is the C here. Getting this point? But when I'm doing something like this fun, and I am passing here Alex comma Siri, right? What is the output at the time here? Okay, Alex comma Siri, and I will pass here one more. Let's say I will say flex, right? And if I will run at this time, and you will get an error, right? You will get an error saying that only 0 to 2 positional arguments are required. Got the clarity here, right? Now you see here, when I'm giving just the one argument here, this value is being changed for this only. This value is being changed for this A only. You are not able to change the value of B, right? So what you can do at that time? At that time you can say something like this. You can say something like this. You have to explicitly say it, B is equal to Alex, right? B is equal to Alex. If I will run it, now you see here, A is as it is 3, A is as it is 3, and B's value is being now changed to Alex, right? You can also do it like this. Let me copy this again, copy this thing, and let me paste it here, and I will say B equal to Alex, comma, A equal to flex, right? Let me run it. At the time the value will be changed as flex Alex, right? Because A we are keeping as flex, and B we are keeping as Alex, right? These answers you are getting because of these things. Okay, I hope this is clear now. Now, understood this thing? Okay, now let's check one more thing. Let's check one more thing. Now let's say same here, it is an Alex, right? And B is same. Now, as you guys know something about the local variable and global variable. Now, if you have to check whether this A is a local variable or it is a global variable, right? If it is a global variable, that means we can access it outside the function. we can access in some other function as well. Let's try check it whether it's a global variable or local variable. I will create one more function def, and I will say it is a fun2, and here I'm just giving the brackets, and let's say I will print a in fun2 comma a, right? And same thing I will say for the b as well, and here let me say it's a b, it's a b, and here I will keep the b, right? And let me call these two functions. I will say fun here, and if I will run it, you will get the output as alex and say, alex and say, right? This code is not been executed. The reason being we have not called it. Let's say I will say fun2, and I will call it. Let me run it again. The output you are getting here is name is not defined. Name is not defined. This here fun2 is looking for a. Since a is not present here in this container of fun2, in this function of fun2, it will go to the global variable. Checking here, nothing is there, nothing is there, nothing is there, nothing is there. That is why it is throwing an error. Means that this a and b here, they are the local variables. You can't access it somewhere else. I guess this is also clear, right? Thank you. We'll see you in the next lecture.